Good evening, everyone. Let me welcome you to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is, well, Moto. It's Monique. Um, I'm a teacher and I've been teaching for quite a while now. Um, as you can see, this evening's topic will focus on examination tips for adults and students. All right, so we are in the time where we're having examinations everywhere, whether you're in Canada, England, Jamaica, we're having we're having examinations now. And I want to see who's not fearful of exam, an examination. And I'm not talking about examination that you go to the doctor or get a test. But that one is scary too. That one is scary too. But I am talking about the one when you go to school and you are, you know, preparing for exam. Now, whether we're big or we're small, whether we're adults or children, we get fearful. Listen to me. We need to admit the things this evening that we fear exam. I mean, if you're an adult or, you know, the examination is not an easy thing. And that is why we need to be prepared for examination. All right, so we can't hide the fact that examinations are things that makes us fearful. All right, so in order to be successful, we need to be prepared for this. Yes. So if you have never been fearful of being in an exam room, you can type it in the chat. If you have never been fearful, type it in the chat. If you have had some experience where you were fearful of examination at school, college, wherever it is, maybe you had to go to take a police test and you got fearful, type it in the chat. All right, so we're gonna begin now. So what should I do as an adult, as a student? Because to be frank with you, nobody's ever ready for examination, whether you're a child or an adult. Because I've heard many stories told of persons that were fearful of exam rooms. But we'll get into that later. All right, so tip number one, preparation. Oh my, I cannot emphasize this one. Preparation. Oh dear. Hmm? So you hear that you're getting an exam. You know that you're going to get an exam as a student, and you wait until the last minute to prepare for the exam. Hmm? The teacher gave the notes in class. Yes, she gave the notes in class, and you decide that, so it's January. And you say, I have enough time. I have until March to prepare for this exam. I have enough time. Trust me, there is never enough time. In fact, I am never ready for an exam yet. I am never ready. I prepare, but I don't know if it's the fair or what. Because as I have said before, people are fearful of exam, whether they are students or adults. We can never be prepared for an exam. Well, I never get prepared for exam. I could have started to study from last 6 months. I'm never ready. I always tell my friends I am never ready for an examination. All right, so preparation. You know that you're going to get an question on the topic horses, for example. Mm, You you know that you're weak at it, but you decide to follow friends. Mm? You don't go straight home. I need to go and chill, and I need to go and do some stuff. And this continues until near March, when you know you have some midterm, enough term tests. Huh? And you know you're not good at the area. What you need to do is to prepare. You need to go home, look over the topics. Some persons are saying this is not a good way of reviewing tests. For some person, it works. Some persons, it works well. Trust me, it works well to prepare ahead of time, to read over your notes. Yeah. So the teacher, one week subject is mathematics. Anybody in here loves mathematics? Anybody hates mathematics? Anybody has had a bad experience with mathematics? Because mathematics for me was not my favorite subject at all. And I realized that I needed a lot of practice, but I could not practice what I don't understand, right? So what I had to do was go over my my notes, the things that the teacher taught. Yes, and I was really weak at mathematics. So when I went over, I was still clueless. I was still lost about what I was to do, right? So that was my weak point, mathematics. But I tried, you know. But some persons, they do not try. They wait until the last minute, and the last minute is not good. Last minute kills. Last minute kills, right? I'm not talking about, and I'm not putting down anyone, but you have some students that they hear something said in the class by the teacher one time and they do not have to go over it, it just sticks. But you know that nothing never stick, it just drop off. It just drop off on the ground. I didn't hear anything. You know your weakness and you decide that you're going to waste some time now. You're not going to go home and and study or practice whatever it is you need to, chemistry, biology, physics. You don't go home and practice, and you know that you need to do that. You wait until the last minute and you start to go all about and you start to panic, right? You know that. So listen, preparation is key. Don't follow any company. And this is for the students in high school and primary school. You need to be prepared. Hmm? You need to be prepared you need to be prepared for your examination, right? So that's tip number one. Be prepared. Because guess what? Nobody is going to help you in the examination. Because right, we're not about cheating. We need to be honest with ourselves and do the thing. I know of a young lady who waited until the last minute and she started to sweat. On the day of the exam, she got nervous so much that she got they had to take her out of the examination room. No, I that's not a experience that no one would want to have. No. So you know what you have to do. Be prepared. That's number one. All right. Now the next thing, have a positive attitude. Yeah, have a positive attitude. When you're positive about something, it leads to success. When you're positive, it leads to success. All right. So if you tell yourself that you know, I don't think I don't think I'm gonna pass mathematics. No time. I don't think I'm gonna pass mathematics. I don't think I'm gonna pass mathematics. So what's the sense? What's the sense of practicing? Hmm? What's the sense of practicing? Tell yourself that you are not going to pass the examination. Hmm? That's not being positive. Now, I don't know, but if you are going to do something, it begins with the mind, your mindset. Your mindset. Tell yourself that yes, this is going to happen. I am going to I am going to pass this exam. Yeah, whether you like the subject or not, you're gonna pass the exam. You are gonna pass it. You have to do all of this to really to get a good grade. If it's even 20, at least you told you you're positive about what you're doing. I don't say you must go and score the lowest now. You must aim high, right? And you need to be positive. So that's number two. Tip number two. All right. So that was tip number two. Now what's tip number three? Early, early to bed, early to rise. Early to bed, early to rise. Now, some of us think that yes, yes, I'm an adult, and I can stay up and I can do what pleases me. Yes, I can do all of that. Um, yes, so we can go to bed anytime. But guess what? Guess what? It pays to rest your brain. The brain can't just go, 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 go. Oh no, where you got that from? No man, you have to rest your brain. It will get tired. Nervous system will. Listen to me. It's your nerves. When your nerve run down, you're not able to function properly. So you need to rest your brain. Sometimes we go in examination and we're positive at this time. We know the answers to the question, but because we do not get enough sleep, mm, we run down, we pop down. Yeah, we don't do well on the test. And it's a simple question. And you realize that when you get out of the exam, oh dear, that I knew that question. I knew the answer for that question, but because you did not get enough sleep, hence the importance of going to bed very early, right? And getting some rest. And the importance of start studying early. Start going over your notes, start practicing the mathematics very, 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 very. I notice I stress the very early many times. Yeah, that's very important. Now, um, the next thing we need to tip number three. We're at three. We need to be organized. Oh boy, organization is key. You see, Organization. Before you start studying, you need to you have the notes that you need in one place. So you know you're gonna practice um one of those hard topic now. Hmm? Calculus. You know you want to study calculus, you gather the things that you're gonna be needing. If you need calculator, have it right there. If you need pencil, a piece of paper, if you need your mind, you have to get everything, there. You need to put it in place. Listen to me, people. You need to be organized when you're doing an examination because it could throw you off. Because guess what? You're getting up. Oh, I didn't bring the pencil. No, I didn't bring the paper. I didn't bring the calculator. You know what kind of confusion that is? That is a lot of confusion, and we need to be organized, right? It can save a lot of time, a lot of energy, and the brain could get frustrated from all of that. So we need to be organized. Yes, gather everything in one place and you say, yeah, I'm ready to study now. Because if you do not gather everything in one place, that is going to lead to chaos. You're going to break your concentration because you started you start practicing your calculus and in the middle of it you are getting somewhere and you realize you did not take the pen. So you get up, you get back and on the seat or wherever you study. That breaks your concentration. So people be organized. Students be organized. Organization plays a key role in helping you to study well. All right. And even before I leave this one, I need to remember find a study area that nobody is distracting you. And when you see this stick device here, if you're not using it, in fact, it's best if you have a calculator because there are so many things on your phone that could distract you. So many things on the phone that could distract you from doing well. Hmm? People, oh, your friend calling you. Oh, yeah, you're getting the math now. You're getting the mathematics. Oh, hello. Yeah. No, no, I can't come down. No, I can't come down. No. No, you can't come down. No. And you're talking, and you forget everything about what you are doing. So be mindful of all of that, people, my friends. All right. So set a goal for each study session. Set a goal. Yes, set a goal. Know what you want to achieve in that study session. If it's even for 30 minutes, know what you eh, know what you want out of that study session. So you want to know what is an animal. Hmm? Yes, no, if I want to know what is an animal, and I must go and find out what is an animal. Hmm? I must go and look what is a house. I said animal, animal, animal is what I'm going to look for. Stick to what? Stick to your goal. Hmm? Don't say you want to look what's an animal and you're looking all over the place. Oh, that is a basin and that is a cup and that is listen, that's not being organized. That's not being organized, right? So we need to know what our goals are. All right. So you can, our next step, we can create our own study material. Yes, we can create our own study material before you start your session, right? It helps with distractions. Mhm. You know, yes, yes. So start by creating your own material. Quiz, so if you know you're going to do a certain topic, have your quiz, have a game, something. And hello, Some people think because, oh, I'm an adult, what am I doing with game? Big, just I'm a big person. What am I doing with a game? Anything that will help you to know a certain concept, to know a certain topic or do well. If it's even a little game, hmm? If it's even a little game, you need to get that in, right? Get that in. It doesn't matter because you see, mathematics. I'm already using mathematics because I know it was my weak area. It was my weak area, so I use everything to help me to understand it. I went about, I watch yes, videos, and I look for the most exciting ones, I look for the most exciting ones because if it's if it is that I know I am not going to grasp something if it is not exciting. Mathematics, you see, mathematics is a subject that if it is not taught in such a way for you to understand it, you will not understand what is being said on the video. So you have to look for the most exciting one. Look for the most exciting game. Look for the most exciting quiz, and have some fun while learning. Yeah, learning must be fun. It must be uh, uh, when you start to yawn, it's a sign that everything is gonna die now. You get boring and everything. Huh? Yes, you get really, really boring. All right. So use technology, right? Use your technology and know more than ever. Technology is around. We're having online classes now. Hmm? Technology, computer here, a computer there, a computer, everywhere computer. Yeah, we have to go in the classroom, the Google classroom, and it's all about technology. Hmm? People are hanging on to technology these days, and especially the children of today. Huh? They are technologically savvy and they learn a lot through technology. All right, so teachers use a lot of technology now for these students because they know what it can do for them. They know the impact it will have on their brain, right? So you know that you have a student in your class. It's all about technology. You plan your lesson around that area. Yes, and they're on. But people, when you're studying, adults, students use technology, YouTube, quiz mnemonic devices, um, you name it. Just gather everything that you need in the technological area that you know will help you in your study. And of course, we're doing all of this early. We're not picking it up late when you know the exam is tomorrow, you pick it up tonight. That does not work well. All right, for those persons know who are on campus at university, you are going to take advantage of different resources. Yes, you don't have it at home. You don't have it at home. For those of you who do not live on campus, you don't have it at home while you're at school. Hey, go to the library. Uh-huh. Go to the library. You know, borrow borrow a computer or a tablet. Mm? Go to the professors, the tutors, make use of them. Yes, if you don't understand something, go and clear it up now. The afraid thing, being afraid is not going to help. Yes, yeah, the lecturer is kind of moody or, is not approachable. But trust me, remember you have to approach that exam. So you have to swallow your pride and go to that lecturer, clarify something that you don't understand. Yes, I don't understand this, sir. I don't understand this. It's as simple as that. It's either to say yes, no, or maybe so. Yeah, nothing worth a trial. Hmm? Not true. All right, so make use of things on your campus. All right, no, eat healthy. Eat healthy. So we have KFC and all those fast food places. Some persons live on fast food. They live, 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 live. And I must be frank with you. I must be frank with you. Too much of one thing is not good. Too much of one thing will clog the brain. You see? There's a saying that says you are what you eat. You are what you eat. Yeah. Mhm. You are what you eat. And I don't know. I find that it gets better when I eat healthy. Yeah, so put down and when you're supposed to put down these things, it's not the day before the exam or the week before. It's from the very outset, from the very start. You are going to buy more fruits, more vegetables, nuts and grain. So where are you going with all that? That's what that can do. That can full belly. Can that full belly? Some persons would say that can full anybody's belly. Mm? But we are what we eat. Take in healthy things. Think positive. Yes, your brain has a lot to do with your health. So if you're thinking, sometimes you put on yourself, I'm not going to do well on this exam. Oh, I'm never going to get that concept. I'm not going to get that topic good. And you think of everything bad to say about this exam, about yourself. Yes. What am I talking about? It should be yourself. Yourself. You find everything bad to talk about yourself, and you know that can have a bad impact on you, right? So eat healthy, talk positive about yourself, right? Put away some of the oily food. For the oily food, some of those things can allow you to be sleepy, droopy. Uh, when you eat too much starchy food, you're dumping your banana. For those of you who are living in Jamaica, your rice, all of that stuff can allow you to be really, really, really sick mentally. And when I say mentally, I'm not talking about going crazy. I'm talking about it will clog your mind from thinking. And sometimes you get some simple questions and you make a big error on them because you don't put in anything in your body to get out. You don't put in anything to get out. And talking of putting in to get out, we need to stick around with persons who will elevate and motivate you, encourage you, you know. Oh, I didn't know you can't do the mathematics. You should have somebody saying, yes, yes, go JJ, go, go love, love. You can do this. Yeah, you can do this. You can achieve this. That's a part of the healthy mentally. Yes, yes, you need to think about that. We need to be mindful of those that are around us that can discourage us. All right. So I hope that you're learning something from this evening's chat, right? From this evening's streaming. And of course, we're talking about some tips, examination tips. Seeing that it's examination time, schools are having exam now. It's enough term exams are going on. And for those in Jamaica or who are taking the Caribbean, in fact, right throughout the Caribbean examination count to CXC, GCE, GSCE. Yes, people are taking examination. And I hope you can learn something and grasp something to help you in these exams that are coming up. All right, so good habits create successful people. Yes, good habits create successful people. So believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, people. Yeah. Some persons will not believe in you, but when you believe in yourself, mm, it says a lot. Some persons are very weak in the sense that if somebody says something to them, they say, no, but you can pass exam, you can pass exam. Where you come from? Exam, leave exam for other people. You can't pass exam. No, when you hear something like that, some persons are able to jump over that hurdle and not to pay any mind to persons who say those things to them. While you have some persons who really, it affects them mentally. So they may have studied well, may have started out studying early, but they, because that was said to them, the examination was a disaster. They do poorly on the exam. All right, so just have a positive mindset and be ready for your exam. All right, so all of these things can help us to be prepared for examination. You know, I have always been in exam rooms where I see people sweating, shaking, nervous. Even the best of students get really, really, really nervous about exam. Mm? They get really nervous and they wonder, will I ever be? Sometimes you have to wonder if you will ever be like that. Mm? Sometimes you have to wonder, but you can achieve anything you put your mind to, right? You can achieve anything you put your mind to. You can, right? And allow no one to tell you that you can't, right? It begins with you. It begins with you, all right? So another way we can prepare for examination, adults and students, we can ask somebody to quiz us. Hello. And as I say quiz, I don't, the thing called swatting. Swatting does not work. You see, swatting, if you miss a word in swatting, when I say swatting, it's word for word, verbatim, word for word. Okay, so you are reading. With the help of your family and friends, you could excel in an exam. All right, say I miss out a word. Hmm? You miss out a word. Learn to put things in your own words. Put down what your study document and see if you remember what you have studied. Because if you don't, and not to swat it, you're not doing a poem or a nursery rhyme or a song, trying to know a song. You're trying to gather information so that you can execute well. You can do well on your examination. So the swatting does not work, people. So when you read, put down your document and see if you remember what you're studying. No swatting, no word for it thing. It doesn't work around it, right? It does not work. So explain your answers to others. Yes. So get it a topic and you want to see if you grasp anything. You have somebody nearby, maybe a family member, and you talk about what you learned. And I remember doing all of this when I was at college. You know, I put down the book and I decided that, hey, if I am not grasping what I have studied, I need to start again. I need to do something about this, right? Because if you are not remembering what you're studying, you're going nowhere. And you're going to the exam, oh Lord, help me to remember what I have studied. Mm? And you know that You were reading the days before and you did not remember anything that you were studying. God is not going to bring back anything because nothing is there to bring back anywhere, right? Nothing is there to bring back. So you need to explain your answers to somebody. Find somebody that will help you to know what you to see if you know what you have studied, right? And study groups. Talking of that, study groups are effective way of studying. You ask each other question. All right, so say you're in a group. You're there. There are 7 of you in the group, and you one of you decide to bring the question. Yeah, or you make up a game. And next one decide to bring some food, something healthy. Of course, why not? Something healthy to eat, to snack on. That's very good. And some water. Yes, many persons don't like water. But you see, water is very, very, very powerful to take in, right? Especially when you are studying. All right, so organize study group and ensure that what you go to do, you go to do. You go to science, study science. Stick to a topic, science topic. Yes, focus on the subject that you're doing and avoid distraction. Find an area where you know that nobody's going to come there and distract you from what you are doing. So, very important. Um, how about taking a break? Because some of us just in the book, we're in the book, we're in the book. Oh, yeah, that down there. So yes, and we're there for hours. We're there for hours, and we're there and we're there. But we don't know that that's not good for the brain. Take regular, take breaks often. Take a break very often, like maybe every 30 minutes. Yes, 30 minutes. So before you go on that break, you can quiz yourself and see what you remember. If you remember anything that was said, it's very, very important. All right. So take a break, people. These are important things that if you practice them, it can work. Yeah, man, it can work. Take a regular break. Now, plan the day of your exam. Plan the day. What am I talking about? Hmm? So if you know that for one, you must get at least 3 pencils for an examination room. Get them. Don't wait until hey, don't wait until the morning of the exam that you start to do the preparation. To you start preparing for the morning. Mm? You scramble around the house, no pencil is there. You go to the store, none is there because you were not prepared. You're not prepared for anything at all. Preparation for the exam is key. And know the time that you should wake up. Know the time of the examination. Oh dear. Know the time of the examination. People, students, adults, know the time. You know, you can't get up and oh, they're scrambling around. So where's the timetable? Mhm. I left it right here yesterday. You didn't leave it here. You don't know what you're about. Know what you're about. Know your time. Know who, well, if you can know who's invigilating your examination, you could. Hmm? Know if you need a ruler. Know if you need a pencil. Right? Plan how you're going to get to the exam. Is a car going to take you? Are you going to walk? Are you going to ride your bicycle? What? Who's going to take you? Mommy, daddy? For the adults, plan ahead. Plan ahead and go get extra time. Don't go early. And then you're rushing to go in the examination room and you start to sweat and you start to get nervous and you start to fumble over the questions, and it's an easy question and you start to get mixed up. And what was that again? And what was, be plan, plan. Planning is key. All right. So what have you learned today? Now we're going to take this up next week on examination tips for adults and students. If you enjoyed, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I come on Mondays, but for today, we see the need to give tips to adults and students alike because guess what? Nobody is perfect. Everybody, everybody, many persons are scared of examination, whether you're an adult or a student. So join me next week, Monday, on my channel, Moto. Remember, comment below. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay blessed.